Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ousmane Camara, and I am a student of the INE National School of Arts, and I'm also a student of University Cheikh Anta Diop. So I go by the name of Ousmane Camara, and I'm a student also of Cheikh Moussa Cissé. I'm a disciple of Cheikh Moussa Cissé. So my first meeting with Cheikh Moussa Cissé, it was on my own town. I was living in a city with some guys that are called Anglais. So Anglais means guys who have their own chimneys, and they used to sanctify, they used to praise, they used to call the name of God, and the only activities that they have is the singing or praising the Lord. So and they are asking, or they are saying that they see God. So that was the most important things that I had to know and that I wanted to know. So I come I come to next to them just to know what does it mean, if they really see God, or if they are lying. So at my surprise, I have seen something that I cannot explain. So at the first time, I cannot believe what they say, but I could just have an opinion about that, because there are things that they say and that I might see in the Quran. So this is just the reason why there was some right things that I keep, or that I kept at that time. But through the time, I go and I make my own researches, I make my own findings at the list, or at the end, I find that these guys are telling the truth. They tell me things that I find in the Quran. They tell me things that I find in the Hadith or the Qasaid of Sheikh Ahmad Bamba. So that is things that I cannot deny. This is why I accepted that the truth, and I go through the way to meet Cheikh Moussa Cissé. And also the spiritual guide Cheikh Mustafa Faye was a man who was really friendly. I used to come in his home just to talk about the knowledge and to exchange from the knowledge. So this is at the first time what keeps me in contact with this spiritual guy. So at first it was how I connect with Cheikh Moussa Cissé and how I became a disciple of Cheikh Moussa Cissé. Okay.
Quel est l'impact, l'apport de la connaissance?
Okay. Yes, this knowledge availed me to know myself at first. This knowledge allowed me also to know my neighbors, to really know how to worship, how to praise God. Because God say things that if we are Muslims or if we are human beings, we have to know Him first before worshiping. So before you tell that Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, something like this, you have to know Him first. So Cheikh Moussa Cissé called the people, called everybody. He say, my hand is standing to everybody. So I give my hand to everybody, to every human being, or I can say to every living thing. So even the how can I say, the insects, the birds, everything. He used to give some foods from his own field. He get the millet, and get it and he spread it here around the city just to avail the birds to give to have something to eat. You see, a guy who is minding about the food of the birds, he's the best guy. So about that, he calls the people about the knowledge, and he says that I am he. I call you. Come, I will show you how to worship God. I will show you the reality. I will show you the knowledge that that would permit, that would avail you to worship God by the real ways, on the right ways. Because God, it Himself asks people or asks the human beings to know Him before worshiping or before praising Him. So this is at first what the knowledge gives me, and the knowledge also changed my behavior. There was a lot of things that I was doing when I did not know the knowledge. There was some worse things that I used to do. But you see, once I get the knowledge, so it just stopped it. I could not. Right now, I can't do some worse things that I was doing. The reason why this knowledge availed me to have a positive way, to have a positive vision of my life, to have a positive vision of the knowledge of God, and to worship also. Yes, the reason why I can say everybody, this is a calling for every human being. So for every language, for every nationalities, because Cheikh Moussa Cissé calls everybody. He calls everybody. So we have to understand at first what about the knowledge. What is calling Cheikh Moussa? Cheikh Moussa is calling the guys to know God, to see Him, because you cannot attest that something is really light, excepting or without seeing it. God is, you see, He is living. God is right, He's living, touchable. So once you can see or touch something, you have to know it to see it at first. Reason why everybody is saying to see God, to see God. Yes, we must see Him. Our eyes are just, here to see the beauty of the nature. Yes, the nature. This nature comes from the Almighty. This is the creation of the Almighty, and also this is the manifestation of the Almighty. And the Almighty said that I created the human beings by my own image. So if you see something, before seeing that thing, you see my face at first. So the reason why people have to get it. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the future.
Yes.
Talk about the future.
The future.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, about the future. So
let's go.
About the future. So if you ask me if this knowledge will have a radius future, so I just want you just to put your eyes here and to look the city. If you look the city, I know the most of the people that you'll meet are youth. They are younger people, and they all know this knowledge. For years that are coming, I know that they will grow with this knowledge. And once they will grow with this knowledge, they will have to spread it in their ways. When they spread it in their ways, so people might, double next year. Because I myself, I know what I'm talking. Last year we were not, living in this place. But every year we came, there is another place. There is more places that we use. And there is more people. This city was not like this. So every year you see some changes. And these changes are physical, and these changes are social, these changes are, we can say it in intellect. So I can say that this knowledge has a radius future. This knowledge has, and when I judge by myself, I am not 30, I'm 28. And there are many guys that are 28 that are, these youth, these young people, they haven't even, you can have the how can I say, the barren. When you look at people, they are not 30. They are just 25, 28, at least, or at last you have 30. Yeah. The older that we have here is for example with 30 or 35 years. but never you see 40 years before all the, and they are young, so and they have this knowledge, and they love it, they're living it, and they want to to gather or to share it with other people. They're calling people every day. So this is why I say this knowledge as a radio speaker. Yeah, everybody, I can say yes. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome, and thank you for this occasion to express myself. So I hope that those who are looking this video, those who are listening these words, they would ask about these words. This is Sheikh Moussa Cisses's words and XUDSi TV.